finish one of my monthly TBRs since I started making them back in August. Today is October 29th, and I've currently read 6 of the 8 books I selected. So I thought it would be a fun reading vlog to do a little reading sprint and see if I can finish my October TBR in the next 3 days. So I've got 3 days, including today, but it's 5 p.m. right now, so I don't have that much of today left. We're gonna see if I can read 2 books in 3 days. Normally that would be very doable for me, but this is kind of a crazy week because it is Hallow-week, aka the week of Halloween. Plus I'm like working my 9-to-5 job, so it's gonna be tough, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna go for a walk because I'm in like a mood, and when I'm in a mood, I need to go for a walk. My prefrontal cortex developed and I put 2 and 2 together on that one. Anyways, the book we're gonna get started with in this video is No, it's not Assistant. Where is Apprentice? Let's try that again. The book we're gonna get started with in this video is Apprentice to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Mayer. This is the second book in the Villain series. I don't think that this series like has an official name. The first book in the series is Assistant to the Villain. I read this in September, so I put Apprentice to the Villain on my October TBR to continue a series I'm in the middle of, and I'm excited for this one, but like not that excited. Honestly, I liked Assistant to the Villain, but it wasn't my favorite book of September by any means. The main reason I want to keep reading the series is because the last book ended on such a cliffhanger. Like, I want to know what's going to happen next. These books are so cute, the way that they have like sprayed edges, the purple and the red. Someone cooked with the covers. I only have the physical copy of this one, so I wanted to see if there were any free digital copies just to make my life easier while I'm trying to get a lot of reading done in a short amount of time. The ebook and the audiobook on Libby are both several months wait. Okay, let's check Hoopla. Oh, the audiobook is on Hoopla, so this is exciting. Amazing. So we have the audiobook. Perfect. So I'll probably tandem listen to this book and read it, but because I want to go for a walk right now, I was hoping we'd be able to find an audiobook so I could listen while I walk just to get myself started tonight. Like I said, there's lots I want to get done. Today, the 29th, I wanted to watch Beetlejuice. Then tomorrow, the 30th, I wanted to watch Hocus Pocus. And then on the 31st, on Thursday night, we're actually going to the Georgia Aquarium for like a Sips Under the Sea Halloween event. So we're gonna get dressed in costume, go with some friends. It's gonna be super fun, but I've just got things going on this week. So I'm gonna start listening to that audiobook and go for a walk, and we'll go from there. I'm gonna get back to reading. I didn't make that much progress after work today. I got to page 30, which is chapter 7. I think reading this series, you really have to go into it with the headspace of like, this is just light and silly and you're reading it for the vibes. But I will say it does a good job of like, there is still a plot. Is the plot the greatest thing in the world? No, but it's there. And for that, I'm grateful. Those are just kind of my first impressions. Honestly, not much has happened yet. I think it'd be really good if I could get to like page 100 tonight. That's my goal, which feels like a bit of an aggressive goal, but I think it's possible. It's only 9:30 right now, so I can definitely read for at least like an hour and a half. I think if you loved the first book, you definitely should pick this up, but my review is going to end up being for those who just kind of liked it, whether it's worth continuing. So stay tuned. It's day 2 of our reading challenge. It's actually just about 5:30 and I just wrapped up with work. So I have today and tomorrow to finish 2 books. I may just revise this challenge and try to just finish Apprentice to the Villain. I hope that would still make for a fun video, but I don't want to stress myself out and I'm feeling stressed. So maybe I'm already predetermining that I'm going to fail this challenge. It's the night before Halloween and I really want to watch Hocus Pocus with Anders tonight. I also got Anders like a Halloween greeting card and this Scarecrow Crunch that he really likes. So I'm going to give that to him tomorrow on Halloween. So I need to write his card tonight too. All this to say, the clock is ticking and I am losing hope It's ironic that the book that I'm probably not going to read in this vlog is called Hopeless because I'm feeling hopeless at this point. Excuses, we know, Lottie. But anyway, I'm about a third of the way through the book, so I thought I'd give you a reading update. I actually think I might be liking this one a little bit more than the first one because I had different expectations going into the first book. With the first book, I didn't know what I was getting myself into, whereas with this book, I know exactly what I'm getting myself into. And so I think for that reason, I'm enjoying it a lot more. So honestly, I've been kind of pleasantly surprised, and it's just like a cute, cozy read. I'm so glad I'm reading it this week during Halloween. Also, Kingsley the frog is back and he's got more signs, so that's been fun. I feel like this would be a good book for like high schoolers. It definitely reads like YA. Literally in the first book, I think they had one kiss the entire time. It's not spicy in the slightest. I feel like it's supposed to be more high stakes, but like our characters have so much plot armor that I'm never actually worried that anything's gonna happen to them. I feel like when I think of fantasy or when I hear someone say, oh, this is a fantasy book, my mind goes straight to like Game of Thrones or Harry Potter. And it never goes to like Shrek or Ella Enchanted. And I want to make sure I'm like clarifying this to you guys because I think it's easy for our brains to go Game of Thrones type fantasy. And that's just like not how all fantasy is. So if you're looking for one that's a little more whimsical, I think this series is a lot of fun. So that's my update on Apprentice to the Villain. It's a bit later in the evening and I got some really exciting bookish mail, so I wanted to open it on camera. I don't know if any of you guys follow Emmy Rossum, but I love watching her videos on TikTok and YouTube. She makes some of the best reading vlogs. She is seriously such a sweetheart, and she actually recently released a collab with a small bookish shop called Embroideries. Actually, I don't know if it's only bookish. I feel like they have other sweatshirts and stuff too, but it's like an embroidery shop. They have super cute things, and I definitely wanted to support Emmy, so I went ahead and ordered one of the items from her collection, and then I also ordered I think 2 other things, so I'm super excited to open these. I ordered them like a month ago and they finally got here today. Okay, I'm so excited. I did get 3 sweatshirts. I see them in here. Let's get them out. First one. Oh my gosh, they're so heavy and like well made. Oh my gosh, this one has Emmy's name on it. So cute. I'm so excited. I got all 3 sweatshirts in an extra large because I just wanted them to be super oversized and cozy for the fall and winter season. How adorable is this? It says 5 stars is a feeling. This is the one I got from Emmy's collection. And it's so freaking cute that she has her own little tag on here. I'm so happy for her. This was such a cool collab. And Emmy always says 5 stars is a feeling. I swear I'm going to start saying that too because it's so true. I love this sweatshirt. This is so well made and so soft on the inside. I don't know what I was expecting, but like this is high quality. Next one I got is a Christmas one. So I feel like I got to like the end of September and I was like, oh, I really wish I had like a fall bookish Halloween spooky sweatshirt to wear. But I was like, if I order one, it's not going to be here until like a week before Halloween. And then for how much they cost, I just didn't want to get that little wear out of it. So then I got extra early in on getting a Christmas sweatshirt. But this one is so adorable. It just says all booked this Christmas and it has a Christmas tree that's made of books on it. I love the colors on this. I think it's so cute and it's nice to just have kind of like a neutral that I can put with like any color leggings. So I know I'm gonna get a ton of wear out of this one as well. And then the third and final sweatshirt that I got from Embroideries is one that just says Mood Reader. It's in this like dark forest green with this light blue script. I thought it'd be really cute for fall and winter. I love these colors, especially together. I'm literally wearing like green today. I am so excited to have these sweatshirts. I totally want to try on the Emmy sweatshirt right now. Guys, this is like my new favorite sweatshirt. It is so cozy. You're gonna see me wearing this in so many reading vlogs coming up. I love like the font and everything that she chose too. Chef's kiss. I'm gonna be wearing this in like every video. Happy Halloween, everyone. I have completely and utterly failed as a reader the past few days, but I am having grace with myself because Halloween is one of my favorite holidays, and so naturally I wanted to plan lots of fun ways to celebrate, and that's left me without as much time to read, and that's okay. So I wanted to give you an update on Apprentice to the Villain. Last night I got to page 143. I don't have that much to update you on. I've only read like 30 pages since my last update, but still kind of feeling the same. I have a full day of work ahead of me, but I'm gonna start working and I will check in with you guys later today. It's a bit later now. I'm done with work and we're getting in our proper Halloween vibes now. I haven't had any more time to read today, but tonight Anders and I and then a couple of our friends are all going to the Georgia Aquarium. So I need to start getting ready and putting my costume on. We have Halloween Tone High playing in the living room. It's such a vibe. Anders went to pick up some pizza, so we're gonna eat that before we go. Oh, I think he's back. Pizza's here.
Let's go get some pizza!
Happy Halloween!
Happy Halloween!
It is the next day, so it is officially November now. I am going to try to finish up Apprentice to the Villain today, and I'm still gonna count it in my like final October numbers, but I definitely want to get it finished up today so I can switch my mindset to start tackling my November TBR. Definitely check out that video if you haven't seen it yet. I love doing my monthly TBRs. They're so much fun. I made a matcha this morning that I've been sipping on. We had a lot of fun last night at the aquarium celebrating Halloween. Our costumes were so fun, and we honestly decided to do those like pretty last minute. I think it's a fun couples costume for sure. I tried to get a few clips of my makeup, but that part was really fun too. I think any costume where you get to kind of do some fun makeup always excites me. I feel like the first like 2 weeks of Halloween are this like weird purgatory between Halloween and when I'm like ready to start celebrating Christmas. November 1st for me is a little too early to put the tree up, but if you like to go ahead and start decorating, like more power to you for sure. I also don't like waiting too late because it's a lot of work to get all the decorations up and I want to maximize the amount of time I have to enjoy the decorations. So I always have this internal battle with myself this time of year of like, do I put the Christmas decor out? Do I not? Because I definitely am still in like a fall headspace. I'm not really in my like winter mode yet. The leaves are changing colors outside so much right now. It's so pretty. And the weather is just like peak fall weather this time of year in Georgia. I haven't made like any progress since I last talked to you on Apprentice to the Villain, but I'm hoping to finish it today after work. I'm just gonna like sit down and binge. So that is the plan. But in the meantime, I need to get back to my corporate job. I'm gonna knock some things off my to-do list and I will check back in with you guys later this afternoon. Hey guys, it's just about 6:30 now and I wrapped up with work for the day. During my lunch hour, I actually did go for a walk and listen to the audiobook for a bit. So I'm up to like 60% of the way through the book now. I think I just hit page 200. Yes, 205. So I think it'll take me like 2 or 3 hours to get through the rest of this book tonight. Anders and I love watching Survivor. I don't know if any of you all watch that. I've watched it since I was like a little kid. It's one of my favorite shows. We want to watch the Survivor episode we missed from this week tonight. Other than that, I think we're just gonna have like a chill reading, cozy gaming kind of night. Honestly, like my ideal Friday. I think I'll probably try to stay for like an hour or so and make some more progress. I think the more I read this, I'm kind of realizing I'm kind of having to force myself to get through it, which isn't the best feeling. It's not a book I'm like thinking about when I'm not reading it. I also think the writing style just like isn't my favorite. And I wanted to say it was because it's in third person, but I've read some really great books written in third person, so it's just like a pretty wordy book. Something about it to me just kind of feels like every sentence is trying a little bit too hard, which feels a little bit mean, but that's just how I'm feeling. I started off excited about this book, but the more I'm reading it, I'm just kind of like, it's kind of just more of the same with the first book. That is my update, and I'm gonna keep reading. It's a little bit after midnight and I have finished Apprentice to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Mayer. This book was just like, I don't know. I feel like I had such a bad reading month in October. I had so many just like reads that did not hit for me. It's funny because I read a lot of books in October. I read 11, including Apprentice to the Villain. I can think of at least 4 that I was just like ready to be done with by like the 60% mark. So I'm going to do my October wrap up. That's going to be my next video. So stay tuned for my full thoughts on everything that I read in October. I think with Apprentice to the Villain, the first half of the book was stronger than the second half. There was a really interesting plot point that kind of set up the first half of this book, but then I feel like the second half was just really slow. I think the characters, while there's an effort to give them depth and complexity, just don't have that to me. They feel very surface level. They feel like caricatures in a sense. And it's just really hard for me to get past that, considering the second half of this book was more so character driven than plot driven. I was just bored. Also, the romance in this book is so surface level, non-existent. It's the exact same vibes as the first book. The last like 10% of this book, the plot picked back up a little bit and I was flying through the ending. I know there's going to be a third book called Accomplice to the Villain. I don't know if this is set to be just like a trilogy or if they're going to keep going. Based on what happened in this book, I feel like a trilogy would make sense, but it kind of feels like what happened in this book and then what I'm expecting to happen in the third book could have probably just been in one book and it could have been a duology. It just felt like we were coming up with side quests for our characters to do just to like fill the time. Those are my thoughts. I'm sorry if you love this series. I definitely can see why someone would love it. I think I'm just a little bit jaded from my month of lackluster reads, and I'm just really craving like a 5-star. I'm just tired of reading books that I can put down. You know, I want to not be able to put it down. But I'm really proud of myself for knocking that one out and getting it off my TBR. I'm still going to include this in my October wrap up, even though I finished it on November 1st. I made every effort to get it in under the wire, but like I mentioned, I just love Halloween and wanted to have fun last night and celebrate the holiday with my friends. So even though this video was kind of a fail, I still hope you enjoyed it. I think that's going to be it for today's video. If you made it this far in the video, comment down below with the spider web emoji so I can know who made it to the end. And if you're new to my channel, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss a video from me. That's all I have for you guys today, but I hope to see you in my next video very soon. Bye!